Hey, Florida, you just dodged a bullet.
Amendment 3, it would have legalized recreational marijuana.
Amendment 3 did not pass. Voters have rejected that amendment.
As a cannabis advocate, normally I would find this disappointing, but this one was a win for us. I'm going to explain why in 5 key points that would make you, a cannabis supporter, feel much better. Number 1. It was a big loss for mega corporations who tried to buy a state constitutional amendment in order to dominate a lucrative market. This ballot measure was sponsored by Trulieve, the largest cannabis company in the country and the largest medical marijuana dispensary in Florida. They spent $140 million on this campaign, which would have automatically allowed the existing medical companies to open recreational dispensaries. There are only 25 medical cannabis companies operating in Florida, and the top 5 companies account for 73% of sales. It would be safe to assume that these 5 companies, with Trulieve on top, would have also dominated the recreational market. Number 2, the amendment would have also given Trulieve and other companies immunity from liabilities. This is what the language says. These companies acquiring, cultivating, processing, manufacturing, selling, and distributing marijuana products shall not be subject to criminal or civil liability or sanctions under the Florida law. If I'm not mistaken, this would have prohibited residents of Florida from suing the companies for malpractice, negligence, or most situations. At least that was the talking points of Governor DeSantis, the major opponent of the amendment. If I'm wrong, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. Number 3, this amendment would have carried the vertical integration structure required of medical marijuana dispensaries to the recreational side. What does this mean? Vertical integration is having one company involved in every step of the operation and was required in many other states' medical cannabis legalization. But it requires a large amount of capital, so it's very difficult for small businesses to be licensed this way. So most states convert to horizontal integration for the recreational market, where independent companies occupy different stages of operation, like cultivation or distribution. Some states have even banned horizontal integration in order to level the ground. Not Florida, at least in this amendment. This part probably could have been changed, as the Florida legislature would have hammered out the implementation if it had passed. Still, since all existing medical cannabis companies in Florida are vertically integrated, and they would have been the first ones to get the recreational licenses, basically vertical integration is carried over, and those companies would have gotten an enormous head start. Number 4, impacts on the medical cannabis market. The patients in the current thriving medical market in Florida might have been hung out to dry. A report using data from Florida's Office of Medical Marijuana Use shows that in mid-October, production and sales of medical products in major companies like Trulieve, Curaleaf, and Air Wellness all dropped significantly. This might have been a technical issue in data collection, but it was undeniable that they were gearing up for recreational production. I'm afraid this might be a national trend. In New York State, where I live, anecdotal accounts report that medical dispensaries have dropped or reduced low THC, high CBD products when they also opened recreational dispensaries. Number 5, home cultivation. Most importantly, this amendment would not have allowed residents to grow cannabis plants in their own homes. The right to grow, in my mind, is absolutely the hard line that no law can cross. The ability to produce your own medicine is the essence of the cannabis culture and an incredibly valuable, intangible asset humans have cultivated. It belongs to all of us, and it's our fundamental right. While all of these things obviously would have applied to the state of Florida, remember, the biggest would have been winner of this amendment, Trulieve, is also the largest cannabis company in the country. In the cannabis landscape, the debate over a historic change will be taking place soon. I'm talking about the federal rescheduling, and there will be many fine prints that we will need to pay attention to. If Trulieve had won the state amendment for $140 million, imagine what they could have done as a new, more powerful behemoth to the federal law. So, Florida, thank you for saving us. Not all legalizations are created equal, and you paid attention. Good job. For more detailed discussion on the amendment, check out this video next. And for more unique insight on cannabis science, culture, and business, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.